All right, Sonnies, we've been waiting all week for this conversation. If you ever spent a perfect evening in St. Augustine with a gorgeous glass of wine and the people that you love, you already know that the magic happens at Bin 39. And today we've got a lot to get into. Everything new at Bin 39 and something truly special that we've been talking about here on Sunny TV, Sip Out Loud. We're going to get the details, the who, the what, the when, and how you can get some tickets. But before we get into all that and unpack this with the TLDR on Bin 39, let's turn it over to Irving and Katie. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning.
Well, thank you. Good morning.
Oh, and morning with Bin 39. This is how we do it right. Cheers. Salute, everybody. Mel.
I just hold the bottle.
Wah, wah.
I'll be like, right here.
I just want you.
I can't
This
I can't
is
partake
actually-
in our tasting because I go to the gym after.
Yeah, well, I took all the alcohol out of this wine.
It's a
this
blessing,
morning. It was amazing.
So, Katie, give us a little update on the Bin. How's everything going over there?
Yeah, I think it's been a little while, so we've got a lot of fun stuff going on, but it was a busy season, and then it feels like it never really stopped for spring break, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But this summer, we're kind of just gearing up, and we have a lot of new things going on and kind of just getting ready for the next step of season. I think the biggest new thing that's been going on since October,
yeah, that's right.
for breakfast, and then our bar menu shortly after Nights of Lights, but we enhanced our kitchen at Bin 39, so we now have we did a complimentary continental breakfast for our guests for forever, and just due to everything being a little bit more expensive, we decided to switch over to a paid breakfast, but knew we had to kind of step up the game. So
Which is awesome, yeah.
It's really great. So since October, and we've really got a wonderful new menu that's been out for a while. We actually did a photo shoot yesterday, so those will be online in the next few weeks. But we have.
I'm seeing a lot of charcuterie. I'm seeing a lot of fun things like that you're kind of expanding into, which is awesome.
So for breakfast, that's from 8 to 10:30 every day. It's open to the public too. It's great time to be downtown. It's not quite as busy in the morning, but if you're looking for another breakfast spot and the full bar's open then too, come see us every day from 8 to 10:30. And then we enhanced our charcuterie boards is also because we added in all the equipment for breakfast. We now have a full kitchen back there, so we're doing fresh baked bread, baked brie, all sorts of different seasonal specials. But our charcuterie game has kind of stepped up too. We have, I believe right now there are 4 different meats that we're cutting in-house. So
Nice.
Everything is top quality there. We've always cut our cheeses in-house, still there, but really just kind of stepped up that game. And then our wine list is ever changing and ever growing. That's
I know,
my
Irving-
baby along with Irving, but we're
Are you guys
it's
up
really
to,
fun.
125 bottles on this catalog now or something
I
like
think
that?
last time I counted, we're rocking around 130. Pared it down a little bit.
Fantastic.
There was a little bit, but it's always changing, ever growing, and as always, everything by the glass except for just a handful of special bottles. And then, so the bar is just kind of rocking and rolling like that.
You guys are on the top of our music report every single day, which you guys have an incredible
they're-
catalog, and you bring in some and highlight some OGs in the game and some new musicians too, which is awesome.
Absolutely, we have a great team of musicians. McKenna's actually now heading up the music,
amazing
so she's
lady.
doing that as well as our socials. She's wonderful. If anyone hasn't
Your
met her.
socials are chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Honestly, you
I
set
don't
the
even
bar.
have the logins anymore. That's
It's
how
amazing.
wonderful my team is.
You
but,
guys,
that's
you guys
all of
set the bar with socials in town, and
She's great.
when you guys back in the day, with the TikTok craze and everything,
Right.
you really kind of started that movement. Which I got to give a big shout to Ben and your team because they really do curate something really special for everybody.
Absolutely, they're killer, and so I'm focusing a lot more on our wine list right now, and they've kind of got everything else going on. But the other really big thing that we've done this year, which I'll let Irving touch on a little bit because it's kind of his baby and project, but we opened our tasting room, and this summer we're soft launching into our premium ultra tasting, which is 5 wines with just a little accompaniments, cheese pairings. Right now we're doing them on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
That's correct.
At 2:00. So it's $99 a person. It's 5 super high-end wines. We kind of go through everything with you, but you can sign up for that right on Resi. We've got all of the reservations for that, but it's a semi-private tasting. It's up to 10 people per tasting. You can book as few as 1. I mean, we'll do it for an individual, but you can book the whole group. You can book just the 1 ticket. It's really
Right.
fun, and right now those are being led either by my dad, Irving, whoever you want to call him, or myself.
Yes, you. Party of one.
At home, I call him Dad, and at work, I call him Irving, because if I say Dad, he forgets to turn around. So just, people are confused. They go, "You call your dad Irving?" I'm like, "At work."
But Irving, this list, talking about the private tastings, has really celebrated. I mean, I saw Law Vineyards in there too. I mean, like,
Yes.
you really curated something special here.
The tasting is absolutely phenomenal experience, and we've done a few of them already, and everyone's walked out just blown away. And the people that are coming want to learn a lot more about wine, and we actually it's technically an hour. The shortest one so far has been about an hour and 40 minutes because we just
Of course.
start talking
It's
and having
you. I know. Wealth of knowledge.
we would get into tangents and things, but really the tasting that we set up right now is to take people through Provence and understanding wines of that area. And we have a fabulous wine called Chateau Haut.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorites over
I
there,
was like,
yeah.
David
Yeah.
knows that one.
I do.
Oh,
The
you
rosé
do know
all
that.
day on that one. That's my favorite.
What's the sincere that you always get for me there?
Oh, yeah. What's the
What's the
Sancerre
one
that
I
I
love?
love?
We
Katie?
currently have one, the Domaine, I forget the name of that one off the top. But Sancerre is a hard one to get
It's
right now.
really so good.
It's switching. I have one case left of that, and I'm switching it. But we'll have a similar.
I need to come and
Honestly,
get
I
something.
just go to Katie and like, girl,
Yeah, well,
like, look at-
David-
As I say, I've got plenty. You just come see me. I'll bring
David
it
got
to you.
me a couple bottles, and I'll tell you, it was like, I need
the
to
best.
come and get more.
It is
I
the
gotta
best
come
summer
this
wine.
weekend.
Is it
Yeah.
the one with the seashells on it?
Yes.
I still have about 10 bottles, so come
Okay,
see
cool.
us.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna come this
that's
good.
weekend.
And then that's
Are
it.
you?
It's going
You're
away.
in this weekend, so I can come.
I'll be there.
Irving will probably be there,
Okay,
but we'll
perfect.
take care of you.
Yes.
So we gotta dive into this conversation, Irving. I'm busting to talk to you about it. I mean, Renee from Totally St. Augustine came on when we broke the news. Sip out loud. I mean, why didn't we think about this earlier? This is an ingenious idea. Can we talk about this?
Yes.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
I'll talk about anything.
Awesome.
Actually.
Good. I
love
But Sip Out Loud, it really came about. Literally, I don't know if you remember, but I was involved with trying to extend Nights of Lights.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the day after the commission meeting that said, we've all decided, and officially for the foreseeable future, it's going to be these dates, which means Nights of Lights was shortened to 8 weeks, which everyone agreed was the right way to go. It still left a hole.
Yeah.
The second half of January and the beginning of February is still going to be a problem for all the local businesses. And we saw it happen this year that, jobs were great, hours were greatly reduced, people did poorly. And so I picked up the phone and I called Gabe from the amphitheater and who runs Sing Out Loud. And I said, Gabe, what do you think if we expand Sing Out Loud to 3 periods? You're already expanding it to 2. You're moving the big concert to May, and we still have what we originally designed for September. In September, why don't we also do one starting right after Martin Luther King Day? And he says, I don't know if I want to do a bunch of big concerts. And then we started talking. I said, no. We're talking about really combining art and culture and music, and there's a way that we can expand Sing Out Loud. So we started working. We got a bunch of people from the community together and started seeing how can we grow Sing Out Loud to be more of a year-round brand. And the end zone is it's 365 days, not 3 different periods.
Right.
But initially, we all got together and we started joking around. Let's do poetry, talk out loud.
Okay.
Well, it works, but
It's fine. Yeah, you can't.
But we were coming up with all these things, and eat out loud. We knew didn't work for food.
That sounds like a lot of mouth
But,
open eating. Yeah.
But as we're working through this and trying to figure out what happens, a very dear friend of ours, Marta Rich, who is the owner of Talisman Wine, was coming here in June to do a tasting, and she called me and said, I have to move it to September. And I said, Marta coming? maybe we could do Sip Out Loud and make it part of Sing Out Loud.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that's how the genesis happened, and it started being put together. But Sip Out Loud is more than an event. Let me just talk a little bit about why it's important. When people think about St. Augustine and St. Johns County, they usually first think about our history, our beaches, our beautiful downtown. And of course, those are all really important parts of our community. But the real heart of our community are the people.
Yeah.
This is what Sip Out Loud is all about. It's a chance to celebrate the chefs, musicians, artists, wine and craft beverage makers, distilleries, hospitality teams, and small business owners who help make this one of the best places in America to live, visit, and gather. At first glance, Sip Out Loud seems like just a single event for food and wine. And that is true, and believe me, this is going to be an extraordinary event. But the bigger idea is to build a year-round cultural platform, one that sits along Sing Out Loud and becomes part of the community. I shouldn't be moving?
You're wagging your tail.
I was just helping.
Okay.
No, but this is really, really good. I love this.
You're helping me. Thank you very much.
I love, like you said, the genesis of the idea and how it all kind of came together, which is really kind of a community gathering. So going back to what you said originally about Nights of Lights, and you felt that there was a gap, right? Because is this what you thought is going to fill that gap?
It's a start.
Okay.
I've been talking with people, and we're trying to build another event already for February, and we're trying to build another event for May.
It's fantastic.
And what's happening is there's becoming a genesis where a lot of individuals in the culinary world and in the wine world are all taking this initiative and starting to say, well, I can do this or I can do that. And it's really less about Bin 39 and more about the community.
That's awesome.
But let me tell you a little bit about the event itself. It's on the 24th of September.
Okay.
And we're having it at Bin 39. And we have 5 restaurants that are already signed up to participate.
Awesome. Wow.
And those 5 restaurants are La Cocina, Michael's, the Roosevelt Room, Collage, and Black Fly.
This is
Yum,
awesome.
all great restaurants.
All solid list there.
And so normally when you have events like this, you ask them to participate and ask them to donate food.
Yes.
That's not how this event is designed.
Interesting.
This is a completely different model. And it's not a business model because it's not going to make any money. It's actually going to lose money
Okay. So why do it?
because it's important. Okay, what we're doing is everybody who participates in these events are getting paid. The restaurants are being paid by Bin 39 to participate. The musicians are being paid to participate. Every single person gets a significant stipend because we're not trying, when you ask someone to do an event, you get meatballs.
Yeah.
When you pay someone, you get filet mignon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, we want this to be where we're giving back to the community and helping small businesses become successful in slow times. This is the exact same concept of when we put together Sing Out Loud. Sing Out Loud was intentionally designed to help the young musicians in September who couldn't afford to live in St. Augustine year-round, and we wanted to put them to work so they would become year-round musicians in our community. And so through hopefully down the road, a public-private partnership, we will be able to do this. Right now, as the owner of Bin 39, I have taken on the financial responsibility. When we sell the tickets, and we sell all of the tickets, we will recover 1/3 of the cost of the
Wow.
event.
So this is a true value for people that buy tickets to really experience something that's not upon the norm.
Yeah, we're doing an event for 120 people, and the budget is $45,000
Cool.
to put it on at cost.
Awesome.
And we're going to generate roughly $12,000-$13,000 in ticket sales.
Wow.
So this is really to build the bar and raise it so, as I told the restaurants that are participating, if you were going to do a food presentation in Aspen, what would you serve? We want to bring the bar of Sip Out Loud to what you would experience in Napa or Aspen or Carmel or Monaco, and that's the level of event, because we have the capability of doing it, but people don't see St. Johns County as that level of food. And I have to tell you, there are many restaurants that wanted to participate, but logistics wouldn't work for them on that date.
Okay.
Including places like Llama
Oh, awesome.
and Ember and Iron.
Yeah, coming into
Okay,
town. Nice.
And Asada Life. They all are wanting to be involved going forward.
So there's going to be room because it's not just going to be a one and done, which is awesome.
Right, so we're going to continue to grow that. One of the nice things is so far we are offering sponsorships. And so far I have had probably 6 community people step up with sponsorships. And we have sponsorships from $1,000 to $5,000.
Amazing.
And they're all on the website. But if someone really believes in the cause like Katie and I do, and they want to step up and help local culinary talent and helping build the next generation, they can help us by underwriting some of the costs by stepping up and doing a sponsorship. And $1,000 sponsorship gives you 2 tickets to the event, so you're really only spending about $650 if you
Fantastic.
wanted to come to the event anyhow in sponsorships. But if we don't raise the sponsorships, I'm writing the check to cover it all.
So if I'm out there and I'm seeing this, and I know times are tough right now, and people are like, oh my gosh, I could never afford to go to something this special. What is it, $500 a ticket to go? Like, what are we looking at here?
Well, that's what it should cost, and that's the quality of event. We're spending probably $12,000 on wine alone. But it's $139 for St. Johns
Amazing.
County residents.
It's amazing. That's amazing. Katie, what's the pulse like out there? Are you hearing people like saying, yeah, I really want to I want to buy tickets? Like, what's it looking like?
You know what? It's actually we've actually sold quite a few tickets already, so this event's going to sell out pretty quickly. There's still a good amount, but I wouldn't drag your feet on it. But,
Yeah.
you know, I share stuff on my personal socials all the time from the bar, from St. Augustine. And of course, I get locals that say stuff, but this is the first one where I've posted it and the link to the website, where people from like all walks of life that I haven't talked to in a long time were like, this looks really cool.
Legit, so
which is
fun.
fun,
Yeah.
like from past jobs and whatnot. And so I think it's really exciting. I don't think it's reached everyone in the community yet, so this is great that we're marketing more, but the more I hear, people are really excited. They're asking me more what it is. So we, as far as ticket sales, if anyone's looking to book, they're all on resi.com, but we have it linked through sipoutloud.com as its full own website.
Perfect.
We also have it on our websites for St. George Inn and Bin 39, so just in case you forget, or it's on all of our socials too, but it brings you directly to Resi where you can book on there. There's also a link on our website for a discounted room rate if anybody wants to stay that night and wants to make a little
and
thing
fabulous.
out of it. And then, as he mentioned, St. Johns County residents have one price, and then I believe it's $169
It's
for non-residents.
$159 for non-residents and $139. And so we really wanted to do this for the St. John's community and the people
really,
who work here.
I mean, incredible value for that.
And I should also mention our music, Jolie,
Yeah, we love Jolie.
Love her.
and also Zaza.
Oh, Zaza Flamenca. We love her. She's amazing.
I tell you, and the fact that you have the St. George Inn,
Yeah.
right?
Like,
So
perfect.
let me tell all of you, plan on staying around there and doing all of the things with Bin 39, you might as well just do that, because I'll tell you what, it's better than sleeping in the St. Johns County, you know where. It's also better than getting a DUI.
So
It's also, I think we put in a really good rate for that too, or a package.
Yeah.
So they're all
Do
listed
it,
on there
guys.
as well. So come stay
You
with
guys
us.
thought of everything.
So
everything.
we're not just sipping out loud too. You're also jumping into a different gamut within St. Augustine culture with Nights of Lights. Are you ready to talk about this? Or you want to keep this a little bit of surprise?
No, we'll talk about
All
it.
right, we got an exclusive,
No.
everybody. Here we go.
Yeah, he comes up with a lot of ideas, guys, and some of them I'm like, oh gosh. But
He's like, Dad, really?
I'm setting him up for he's going to be happy.
He's gonna be-
I was just gonna say, this is a really cool idea, and for local businesses and or people from Jacksonville, and somebody needs to take advantage of this right away.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
thought Katie
I'm
was
excited.
afraid I was going to tell a dad joke.
You
Do
can.
it.
We
Irving,
love that
can you
joke.
tell a dad joke real
I
quick?
know it's been how many years? I know plenty. From thinking that.
She knows my whole repertoire, so I have to. Anyhow,
You're exhausting.
people get a lot of emails from me at 5:30 in the morning, too.
Yeah, that's the way I do it too.
Okay, I've lost all concentration.
Night of Lights.
Night of Lights. There's been a lot of discussion about Nights of Lights, and what we really have been looking at is we know Nights of Lights is an amazing thing for our community. We also know we're rated number top 10 in the world. We also know everyone who lives here, we need to improve our game because the quality is not as high as our rating.
True.
And everybody knows that, and we want to elevate that experience. So we started looking at what can we do individually as St. George Inn and Bin 39 to raise the bar of the Nights of Lights experience. And we started thinking about the Players' Championship, the Jaguar Games, and one of the high-end experiences in both of those are hospitality suites. And we said, well, we have one of those. Why don't we create a really cool hospitality suite opportunity at Bin 39 where organizations could rent for a week and have their headquarters for Nights of Lights.
Oh, cool.
And
That's a great idea.
we would do all the catering through Bin 39 and create an environment where companies could have it, and we can house up to 50 people a day. So you could have, for example, a company would maybe want to do their holiday party and have this division have it on
That's awesome.
Tuesday, and this division on Wednesday, and this division on Thursday.
I'm
and they
thinking
could
car
do that.
dealerships, you know,
Car
yeah, they
dealership.
have all those
But
different
it's
departments.
the same people who would think about getting a suite at the Players. If I'm a financial firm and invite my best clients' kids, how powerful is that for relationship building?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you some of the really important things it includes for Nights of Lights.
Yes, the most important too.
Well, there's two most important. I don't even think you're on the same page as which ones, but
Okay.
Well, I don't want to miscredit the parking, so you can talk.
Oh,
about
that's
yeah.
major. We read that. Yeah.
We read
Talk
that.
about the parking.
There are 10 guaranteed parking
Shut
spaces.
up.
That's rare and huge. Yeah.
That right there alone is going to make
That's
I want to book it.
super value.
10 spaces.
Well, the next one's more valuable.
Okay, what is it?
A key to a private restroom.
That was what
Oh,
I was,
yeah.
What?
Especially Nights of Lights. We always hear about restrooms are such a scarcity thing.
And then the public ones are usually like, I'm
in
not going
addition
in
to
it.
the parking and bathrooms, of course, we can order any catering, but those people are going to get a personalized concierge for anything they need, which
Is
will
that
be
Concierge
me.
Katie?
We said that when we read it too.
But that
That's
is
actually the number one thing.
well, and what that's for is anyone that books this at the price point, we want to make sure you're completely taken care of. There is dedicated internet in there too, which I know it's such a problem with cell phones
Downtown,
and whatnot
yeah.
down there. So at least their attendees can know if they're in the home spot, their phones will work. So if they need to have a meeting space or that, They'll have a key for the bathroom, the parking spots, and then they
What
all
about,
have access to my cell phone.
What about
whatever
libations?
they
What
wanna
about
do.
food and stuff like that? Is that like a
Yeah.
preferred rate? What's that looking like?
Absolutely. So we'll come up with, I'll work with each group individually, but yeah, we'll come up with whatever they want to do. And they'll have the option of either doing everything through me, which will provide full service. If they want just a turn and lock key, it would be the one price. They could bring their own in. They just wouldn't have service from a bartender like that. So I'll
This
just
is
work with
awesome,
each
you
group
guys.
however they want to do.
Really cool idea.
But think of it the same way as any corporate groups are used to
Yeah.
booking at a hotel. They're going to get that same level of service they would with their convention services sales team.
And the magic of
That's
Nights of
exactly
Lights.
that we're going to do. But having just those parking spots that are 24-hour access in and out, that's going to be a big killer there too.
Yeah, I'm really pumped about this. I think this is a
Yeah.
great idea.
But we can get them anything they need, and if it's not something we can do on site as far as food, we'll get it in and
Yeah.
cater it. So it's
Yeah,
easy
we're going to
peasy.
do, completely
But that's
full
not their
service.
job to figure out. That's us. So the point is, we're going to take care of everything for anyone that books them.
Turnkey, yeah.
It's
It's
completely
exciting.
turnkey, and it obviously, having hospitality suites as part of Nights of Lights as a community raises the bar.
Yeah.
And we hope other organizations throughout St. Johns County also are thinking this way and continue to raise the bar. There are so many opportunities we can have that will elevate it, and if we can get it done grassroots, it starts working much more effectively. Just like Sip Out Loud needs to be grassroots, this needs to be grassroots, and it's bottom up, and it really elevates the experience for residents.
So when are people going to be able to book that dad? And is it just for the 1 week, or do they have the option to book it for more?
We're selling it by the week. This Friday, it will be live on our website.
Cool.
They can either book it on the website or call us directly. If someone wants to tour the facility, just give us a call and we'll do a private tour and go over what the possibilities are. And while the numbers sound high, it's actually quite affordable for it. We're selling between, each week is a little different price depending on
The peak season,
the
right?
peak
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
But we're selling this space for $10,000 a week to $15,000 a week. And just to have a reference, to rent a Jaguar box for a game is $20,000.
Right. So there's a super value there, especially if these corporations are already budgeted to do this. Why not budget it for Bin 39 and Nights of Lights? It makes a win-win for everybody.
And even if they decide, anyone book that and decide not to add on any food or anything like that, you're still going to have, water and coffee and all the just kind of essentials in there, and then we can add on anything anyone wants to do too. So
This
we've
is
got
so
access
exciting.
to our fridges and so we'll work with anyone that's doing that to make it.
Love that. And curate a really special moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
kind of just depending what anyone's looking to do, we'll curate it to make it work. If you want Davey to come in and talk comedy for an hour,
Absolutely.
we'll
I
do
can
that.
step all change, right?
But we have access to, if we want to do a private party on the patio, that's part of that. We can do that too. So a reception, we've got our whole list of musicians. So we'll work with anyone to make it happen if they want to do their Christmas party and have Santa. So that's
Love it.
I'm also thinking
Yeah.
if there's like a family out there, like I know my sister's one's in California, one's in
Yeah.
DC, and if you have a big I have a big
you could
Italian
absolutely
family.
do it as a family
Everybody come into
reunion or
town, they
whatever.
can-
You could do a family
the room.
reunion, exactly,
Absolutely.
book the rooms and
Cool.
come in
And
and
that's where
book
just
that
give
space.
us a call. If you're adding on rooms and all that, we're going to work with you to come up with a package price for everything. So.
That's awesome.
This is really cool.
But take advantage of it soon. There's only so many weeks, right?
True.
You said.
There are a total of 8 opportunities.
Okay.
And we know that it's going to become extremely popular. We were waiting to get our website updated before we sent out a press release. We're going to actually send a press release out next week. And also, it's another positive story for the Convention Bureau to tell this, our entire community throughout the Orlando and Miami areas of how Nights of Lights is elevating. And so there's a lot of real positives to the overall tourism market by elevating things.
Yeah, and that's the common variable that we talked about today is raising the bar. Bin 39, St. George Inn is raising the bar on how we look at holidays, celebrations, and making genuine moments for people. I think that's amazing.
Now at the St. George Inn, are you pet friendly? Because I know a lot of people have pets. I got pets.
Yeah, we're dog friendly.
Yeah, we're not accepting alligators.
No.
Okay. The line is drawn there.
Sorry, Charlotte.
Before we
From Florida Mammoth.
before we depart today, sir, what are we sipping on? This is lovely, by the way.
This is actually Gus's vineyard.
Okay.
I don't know who Gus is because there is
But he makes
not
a dang good wine.
well, Gus is not. It must be a nickname because there's nobody from this vineyard named Gus.
It's an inside joke.
We're drinking the bottle there, but this is from Talisman Vineyards, who is
Okay.
going to be here for Sip Out Loud with Marta and the
Awesome.
team. I think, Davey, you may have had something from
I have.
Talisman at some point, because
Yeah.
this has been,
Yeah.
this is always in his wine
and this
collection
one
of some
is from
sort.
the famed Petaluma Gap.
Okay.
Which has Boulder. It's where some of the better Pinot Noirs and Chardonnays come from, is the Petaluma Gap. It's probably elevated about 1,100 feet, and so it's a Boulder Pinot Noir, very similar to what you'd find in Russian River.
It's amazing, and it's really nice and light. Is this something, Katie, that people can go and order a bottle of this?
So not specifically in Florida. Right now, you can get it from Talisman or their wine club, but with Sip Out Loud, I guess I don't want to misspeak on it, but I know that you're going to be able to purchase during the event.
We
so.
have made arrangements to legally bring in through a distributor Talisman wine, even though it's not sold in Florida, and we will have the opportunity. We're getting enough that people at the event will be able to get signed bottles that they can
Awesome.
purchase from the winemaker.
Very, very cool.
This is, you guys, I'm telling you, I remember when you
really
guys used to do
cool.
the tastings,
Yeah.
and Irving would come out with his headset on. I'll tell you what, like just the knowledge you guys have, and just like the ingenious ideas you come up with, but beyond all of that, when you walk into bin 39, you'll see Katie, you'll see Irving, and you
Yeah.
can talk to them like. If it's your, like they're your buddies. So
Yeah, so you don't know what's going on with
That's-
wine.
to
We
be
always say,
honest-
I'll have what Irving's having. Yeah.
But beyond all that, I think what makes your place so special and unique is that you guys are always in there, and you make it very easy to talk to you. A lot of business owners, you don't see them in their businesses, especially when you go downtown.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's what we're really doing back to the tasting room, is more of that wine education. And then after this season, we want to, in addition to that tasting, do some other fun things like blind tastings where we're walking through how we taste wines and pick out that type of thing. So that's all coming down the road, which is why you all haven't seen me in the bar quite as much. I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, getting that ready. But we're really working on kind of bringing back wine
Yeah.
education in the bar. And then I got such a strong team that's,
Yeah.
keeping it going on the side.
And
Love
here's
it.
something Katie doesn't even know about that I'm working on.
boy.
Oh, God. Next year's September Sip Out Loud is going to be an entire weekend, and we're looking at doing like a wine university and all sorts
cool.
of
That's
educational
cool.
things.
That's great.
And I don't know if I can pull it off, but
You can do it.
You can do it.
I'm thinking of working with the Spanish ambassador
Okay.
to bring in like the 10 best Spanish winemakers in Spain as a St. Augustine, Spain collaboration.
That is
my God,
amazing.
Irving,
Maybe-
like, what?
It's a great idea. I
Katie's
mean, there's
like,
so
"Oh,
many people
crap."
that want to.
No, it's all good. And why he's saying I don't know is I've been I'm taking some time off this summer. I'm studying a lot of wines and working on
She's getting ready to become a second level somm.
the certified.
Oh,
I take
wow.
it in September. I've been
Okay, fancy
studying,
pants.
but yeah, we're working on it. But that's why I haven't been around quite as much, because it does involve a lot of studying. But I'm learning a lot.
And
Drinking a lot.
So notes on this, Katie. I'm getting black cherry. I'm getting
Yeah.
raspberry.
You are correct.
And
You're
I'm getting a little. Oh, it's such a like a burgundy.
Look, she's like, what you got there, bro?
Well, you do know Burgundy is known, the area of Burgundy is known for Pinot Noir.
Oh, okay. So I'm on track there.
Yeah,
Rose
you-
petals, maybe. I'm getting a little bit of like a rose, kind of like a. It's beautiful. Forest
Yeah.
floor, beautiful, very earthy.
I think
This
you're
is
right
amazing.
on point there. But it's fun. I'm meeting a lot of people, especially in the Florida community, that do this as a passion. And so as we have wine education and whatnot, the people that put on all of these are, they do this for fun on the side and just for that. But I mean, there's going to be a lot of people we can bring in for more talks and all that fun stuff.
Well, one thing I'm really proud to tell you guys today that I don't think that I've been able to share with you is that the Sunnyverse out there, we have people visiting from outside of St. Augustine. This is the first time in my life I've ever experienced it.
That's
And they
awesome.
go to Bin 39. They go to people that support our shows, which thank you so much. Look at this beautiful table that you're sitting around. These are all of the interviews
cool.
that you guys have made possible for this incredible
Yes.
network. So I do want to give a big thank you to you guys for believing in this mission that we've hit over 1.1 million views in a
Yes.
month. I mean, like, this is just an insane
Yeah, congrats
journey.
to you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you. You
that's
guys are
awesome.
believed in
Awesome.
us
Even
since
though
day
I'm
one.
too old to know what that meant.
I got you.
It means we're doing kind of okay.
Even though that I'm too poor to turn that into money, but I'm getting there, Irving.
And I would say thank you, vice versa, on
Absolutely.
the support back, because you guys are
Yeah.
we're happy to do it, but it also
So
helps
fabulous.
us as well. So it's exciting. But yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up. We're trying to just, in this crazy economy and world that changes all the time,
Yep.
just kind of change with it and see what people want. But people want experiences, right?
Yes.
If they're going to spend their hard-earned money, they want to enjoy it and not
yeah.
just, I mean, you could go out to dinner anywhere without blinking and spend $100.
Yeah.
So if you're going to spend, like, you want to go to these local beautiful places, you want
Correct.
to do that, or at least
Right.
in my opinion. But we're
And
finding
it's
a lot
sh-
more of that.
And I want to make a huge shout out to the culinary community.
Oh,
They really, really have embraced this, and they're
This wasn't pulling
100%.
legs, it was, we're
It
in,
wasn't
we're going,
pulling
we're
teeth.
to
It was like,
pull-
oh, I'm
that's
so
what I
sorry, I
want.
have a conflict. Like Llama had a pretty good excuse why they can't do it. It's their 10th anniversary of their restaurant.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
celebrating.
Oh my God. We love them. Shout out Marcel and
then
Stacey.
and then we were trying to get Annabelle, Mama Llama, who taught Marcel.
Right.
how to cook.
Oh, wow.
And I had a big conversation with her.
She's
and
amazing.
And I said, well, can you come? And she says, no, I have to be at my son's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they'll probably be
they're
in
in
next
for the next
year,
and,
and
and even
Mama Llama.
Yeah, but that's her, she actually has a
That's-
catering
yeah, that's her-
company.
that's her
called
catering
Mama
company,
Llama.
yeah.
I
love
it's
it.
so cool. I thought he
so
made that
good.
up too, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is great. We were talking about dad jokes. It happens.
So good. Well, guys, one thing we know is for sure, it's always time for a little bit of wine at Bin 39. Cheers, friends. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your time today.
Thank you.
Guys, we're going
We'll
to take
save
a...
some for after you're working.
Yeah! We got it for Mel. We're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.